Alright, what's up YouTube? Xraypc here. So I just wanted to put out my Ajax guide. I'm making this on stream on twitch.tv and I'm wanting to show you guys things like, okay, so on Ajax, with my modules, I have gotten lucky before I even got Ultimate Ajax, the body enhancement mod. This takes away your void energy, which you're thinking like, whoa, that gives me like what, cooldown, and enhances all my abilities. You don't necessarily really even need that. You need that more when you get the other mod, which is the one I'm freaking farming for, Void Charge. And it modifies both your damage abilities to only increase off defense. Or at least it says maybe it adds defense to increase proportionally to defense. When used as an enhanced skill, the cooldown resets, which is the void energy part. So the void energy kicks up there, and then void energy with these abilities also makes them do even more damage. And then because of the cooldown, you're getting them more often. So, and then still with that one, they scale off defense. So you can still just be as tanky as this one. So either one, really good. This one increases your defense and shields based off your max HP. So now you don't really even have the build increase shield. You could even get HP amplification, which reduces your shield and still have insane amounts of shield because it's reducing your base shield, not your actual one that you get in combat. Or at least from what I've seen, because I still get like 2.3k shield instead of 300 when I go in combat. And just know anybody, your buffs, if you have all these weird buffs and you're like, what the heck's going on? I don't see it. It doesn't kick in until you actually enter combat. So if you have all these like passive buffs, you won't see that until you actually enter combat. Like you have to act on enter combat. You have to enter like an open world, a dungeon, a raid. It won't show until at that point. So I have focus on singular because, wait, oh that's the wrong one. God dang it. You know what? Then I'm gonna show you this one. I was messing with my freaking build earlier. Whatever. Now I can equip this one because he doesn't use singular damage. I think that's oh that's Kyle. So now I have this one. I literally just got this actually. So technique manual, landing a skill attack deals 12% of your max HP, and if you max out, it's 46%. So now I'm just gonna max this one since that other one was for Kyle, and then I'll just put something here later. And because you want to get as tanky as possible, the more HP. So now it makes all right. The more HP, the more this benefits your whole kit. It's 22.5% of your own max HP. Skill expansion because it affects your shield, affects every single ability in your kit. This gets increased radius. This gets increased radius. Your ultimate shield gets increased radius, and your big like damage reflection shield. Look how it's as tall as your character. All right, let me go into the open world to show you. We'll just go. I don't care. Let's go here. All right. Because of the range mod, instead of just being barely taller than him, it's like twice my size, and it's like almost 3 times as long because of the range mods I have on. So I have actually really just this one. I was gonna end up including you can get like frugal mindset, so it takes less mana, which sometimes you run into mana problems on him. Once in a while, like not like the ads don't spawn any, you'll run out of mana if you don't do that one. Oh man, skill duration. This one actually would be amazing on him if he benefited from skill duration. Do not max. If you're only having Ajax, don't waste any time in skill duration. It literally affects his abilities like not at all. It's always going to be a 25-second duration. This always is going to be a 15-second duration. I had it max because of Bunny, and I put it on, didn't do anything. Let's see. You could do maximize range, but only if, well, you could actually even do that with regardless. I mean, if you have the skill power modifier, power up, then it really doesn't matter. But yeah. So I think what his is. Really, you just care about these game buffed and their tech. So you would put Tech Master. So I could put Tech Master if I wanted to. I might put Tech Master here, actually, thinking about it. I think that's better than a crit. Yeah. The crit is good if it's like right here. Like, crit is good as like a final thing in your build. But until then, I don't really care about crit. You could do burst absorption as well, but I swear I never see. I would melee, look at my defense, and it wouldn't increase. So I'm not sure if it's not proccing because it's a bug, or if it's not showing the buff. Because the other one that's also doing this to me, anything with charged sub attack, I swear is doing that to me. So I'm not sure if you need like a charge or like the blue ones equipped for this sub slot, because maybe it's bugging out because I have a mid-air maneuvering, and maybe it's when you have this equipped it bugs. I haven't tested that out yet, but if somebody like finds that out and can show me later, because like this one, you just need to charge sub attack 5 times. It's a 5 second cooldown, and it gives you a 20 second thing. And if you do it 5 times, and it just I think it refreshes the duration of the 20 seconds. But if you do it 5 times, you'll get 85% cooldown reduction, and I guess plus or a minus 25% to your skill power. This is super good on him, but this is super good on like everybody. But it just doesn't work, so you can't really use it on him. But yeah, pretty much like this is like your bases. These blue ones are all the bases of your kit, and then from there you can get spear and shield or iron defense, and then you can get HP amplification if you have this. If not, then I think there's one that reduces your mana, and if you just have like iron, you can get agony, and it gives you more max mana, negates it a little bit. The stims, if you have this one, stim accelerant, it gives us pretty much the same exact amount of HP, but it reduces mana instead of max shield. Or it's like around there. It's like around the same amount. You could do. There's like one more I know you could do, and then obviously you could just be like, hey, screw. You could say even screw spear and shield if you want, even though defense is really good on this character, and just go increase shield, or you can go any of these like toxic antibody, anything like that. Because after like 60k to me, after 50k apparently there's diminishing returns, but you don't really feel it until like 62k, 65k. So after you get to like 62k, 65k defense, if you want, you could swap off. It's just that your shields scale off defense as well. So that's why you could just build as much defense as you want. It really doesn't matter. It scales more off defense actually than any. Like it scales way more off defense than HP. It scales 100% over 80 and 100% over 50. So yeah, that's yeah. To me, I just don't feel like you're losing out on anything when you build shield. And also you can get things like focus non-attribute. That might be better than Tech Master. I just have a reduced slot for that one, so for now I'm just putting that there. Or is it focus on dimension? You could do that too, because you just make your shields cheaper, but it's the same thing, so I can't really put that there. It would mess up my build a little too much. But yeah, that's pretty much the basis of the build right there. And then the weapons I'm using with it are just Thunder Cage, easy. This weapon I found to be actually mad strong. The Viper is actually mad strong, and I've been using it. You can use Caligo's Horn as also mad strong, and then you just want to use like or anything like that. Scout tactical rifle, scout rifles. You want some kind of like long rangey weapon you can spam behind your shield, and then you definitely want to use either shoddy or grenade launcher. You can use snipers. But just pimp it out, and it has to be crazy because snipers are mad strong too. But there's a lot of times where minions just run inside of your shield and you have to fight them in your shield, or like really powerful dungeon bosses running in your shield, and then like trying to like quick scope it and like run away and like do all that is harder when you could just splam it with a subconscious or in a blink or the automatic rocket launcher or anything like that. The battle pass one super strong. Restore relic super strong. The automatic rocket launcher is really strong. So you could do any of those. Really doesn't matter. You could do the what is the one I'm farming? Oops. This one, Smithereens, insane. All you do is hit all of your pellets, and it increases the firearm critical hit rate and critical hit damage of the attack. Upon landing on a critical hit, it grants a firearm amplification, right? So you go here. And then, like, most of the time, you're melee range. Like, I'll get in my shields and then stand under the boss and just shoot the boss, right? So you get 100% crit rate. It's not even a little bit. It's not just increased crit rate. You get 100% crit rate on your gun if you hit all pellets. And you're pretty much melee range on the boss because of your shields. And then you get 5% more crit damage, which is whatever, because you just get tons of crit damage. You can get up to 120% with a certain mod crit damage. I think it messes up with your reload modifier, but then you put 2 reload modifiers on this thing anyways because shotties I found with reload modifier are super OP. And then when you actually crit the enemy, which I feel like you should with a 100% crit rate, but I know bosses have crit resistance. So if you don't have somebody with a special round thing, like the orange weapons, they have a mod that reduces the critical hit resistance for 10 seconds by 25%. So you don't have that, you might not crit as often, even with 100% crit. But if you do crit for the next 1 second, you have 2 extra capacity. And I think this thing has a really fast fire rate. It's 150. The subconscious is 120. The subconscious is like bang, 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 bang. So that's super fast, right? Compared to like in a blink, where it's like every other second. But like this one is 30 faster fire rate without even a fire rate mod on there. So you can just splurge your shots into one. This one's a 109, so this is more like the harder hitting shotty, while this one's the faster shotty. 20 firearm attack, and this one's what? 16? And that one's way faster? Man, they're the way they make some of this stuff is weird. But this one's based on electricity anyways, and this is just an overall good one. But yeah, that's pretty much the build. You could also use this set too. So this is the set you get from Devour, and I'm gonna be refarming it to get more stuff. So yeah, I want more max HP and more defense. I don't really care about the shield, and I don't want obviously firearm proficiency when I'm trying to do hard content. This is cool when I'm going out in the open world and farming. I mean, I'd rather have a purple or a gold here and still the gold defense, but yeah. But that's why I'm gonna be farming that off stream. Or on stream, but yeah, it's on twitch.tv, but even off stream, I'm trying to get best in slot for this. This set's good on Kyle. This set's good on Ajax. This set's good on Enzo. Anybody who wants to just build tanky, Eugen. But there's actually, I think, a better set for Eugen, but yeah. But yeah. Thanks for watching this YouTube video for Ajax, and then I guess I'll try to put a gameplay video later, something about him, doing a hard boss or something by myself. But yeah, thanks for watching. Peace.